I first came to England not to study actually, but to work. Originally I planned to stay here for 3 months and do some summer work. But then during that period here, I decided that it would be a good idea to study in the UK. So I applied for a few courses and I was offered two places in different universities. And eventually I picked University of Huddersfield, so I stayed in Huddersfield. At the moment I'm doing business studies degree. Business studies degree is sort of equivalent of the course that I applied for while I was still in Poland. It was język polski, język biznesu, which basically translates into English as a business language. And business studies prospectus actually reflects this course the most. So that's why I applied for this course. Before I started this course, I had been learning English for over 10 years. I first started learning English while I was still at primary school, and originally I had a few problems with learning it, so I also started to have private tuition lessons. I think being immersed in English language and English culture helped me a lot, as when I started to learn English in Poland, my learning was more focused on theory, so I tried to learn by reading and writing. And when I came here to the UK, I had to develop more of my speaking and listening skills. And first obstacle that I faced when I came to the UK was to realize that there are so many different English accents that I wasn't aware of before. And first accent that I had to learn was Yorkshire accent, as West Yorkshire was the place that I came to first in the UK. Initially it was quite difficult for me to understand what people are saying, and I tried to tackle this problem by very frequently going to different shops and talking to different shop assistants and trying to socialize and interact with Yorkshire people. And I think over the years I've managed to understand and actually to speak a little bit with Yorkshire accent, but I'm not comfortable with saying that I've learned the Yorkshire accent, as I still struggle with some more broad accents. For example, elderly people, their accent is very, very difficult to understand. So I think I still have to learn a bit more about the Yorkshire accent. Even though I struggle sometimes with understanding a more broad Yorkshire accent that elderly people use, I am fairly comfortable with understanding most of what's being told to me. I think this is difficult to compare because while I was still in Poland, I actually started to learn English from scratch, and when I came to the UK, I built up on the knowledge that I already had, so it's difficult to compare the two. I think watching English speaking films and short videos is very helpful with learning new vocabulary or new English structures. I found Cambridge Dictionary website very useful, as this is one of the websites where you can actually look up the words and then have English translations of these words, and also see different synonyms. to England to work, then it helped me with deciding to study in the UK. And obviously it helped me while I was actually studying here. And eventually it led me to the idea of setting up my own business. And now I can tell that English language helped me to set up my own business, which is called rafbuy.com. So learning English language was very, very useful for me. And then after a few years of gaining work experience, I plan to apply for MBA course, which stands for Master Business Administration, which is a postgraduate diploma. And after I finish this course, I'm not sure if I'll come back to Poland or to move to a different country.